infinite 8 to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Okay, so this is Unlocked Gifts for To the Inner Wild, Season 1, Episode 15. Fitting. This is Clearing the Air, Unbefuddled with Edition. Okay. So, what inspired me to do this one was, I thought one of my musically inclined friends in the genre that I prefer most was fucking with me. I thought that he was fucking with me. That, like, that, he was like, what do you call it? Whatchamacallit? Roasting me a little bit, but more than just roasting, like, no, I don't like you, I never liked you kind of energy. I thought it was because I was wearing a button-down shirt yesterday, or my last reading, and I was, it was barely fitting, or it was super fitted, and so I thought he was making fun of me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I checked the energy, and it showed that it was also correct that I should, do away with him, etc. But then I think someone's trying to like mess with my third eye energy here, so we gotta tell them to fuck off. But maybe this is an opportunity to enhance my superpowers and refine my skill set. So let me see how this goes. Because when I pulled the cards, settled down and pulled the cards, it was like, no, this musically inclined, energetic was always a fan. They love that. There's lots of love there. It's just unspoken, okay? So I believe. And then when I checked the music, I was like, oh, okay, we're fine. I get it now. And so I realized that people are trying to frig with my readings, my energy readings. And so, like, shame on them. Karma is going to put them to shame for sure. But in the meantime, I can at least refine, take this opportunity to refine my skill set. So I want to clear the air because I was about to do away with this energy and, like, not look back. It's fine. You don't like me, that's fine. I'm sorry that you had to feel like you had to hide it from me. And sneak around pretending. And like, I don't understand it, but that's fine. You don't have to hide it anymore. I figured it out. And so I didn't, thank God. Goodness gracious. Let's see what's over here. Let me see. Okay, I remove a 1. Yeah, you're right. It did take a minute and a half to grow the crystals. For sure. Yeah, mic check, mic check. For sure. Can you queef a spell to light the crystal? Maybe queef in Morse code. Anyway. queefing in Morse code is actually crazier. You ask me for one thing and I can top that. Anyway. Holy smokes. There's a lot that's going on in the day. What is it? Weeknights. Crazy. Crazy stuff. All right, so clearing the air. Okay. And this is befuddled with, and this is wonderful. You can't, like, unbefuddled is like your younger brother, younger sibling, you know, sister, younger sister kind of version of unfuckable with, or unfuckable, what, unwithfuckable? I don't know what they say, but it's the junior version of that saying. And so you you can't tell me nothing. Like, I got it straightened out. I got it figured out. I'm not, like, so there's no, like, I got a hold on it. Not being clumsy at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's going on? Okay, anyway, let's move forward. This is authority. I got a hold on it. And then on the right side is 8 of Swords in reversal. It's freedom. It's not being, like, trapped in trying to figure shiz out. This is true clarity. Moving forward with clarity. Like, I'm not juggling, like, what are you trying to say? What is it? What is this that you're trying to imply? Etc., etc. It's just moving forward. Where's the rest of the cards? It's right in my lap. See? Clarity. This forehead is fabulous. What are you talking about? Actually, I don't care. We remove you. You're gone. You're gone. Gone, so gonzings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm so tired of this energy. Anyway, that's it. Oh, I gotta wear my necklace. Necklace. I'm not done getting ready yet. We shall put it all together. And what do you get? Okay, let's do this. I think I'm gonna snack a little bit too, but it's okay. Do it, dog. This is actually a whitehead I found out in the mirror. Oh, that's a whitehead. Anyway. Annoying. It's not ready yet. Okay. Goodness gracious, what is this? What is this? I have a good forehead. Look. It's a forehead. It's an actual forehead. Anyway, we don't answer to dumbass energies. No, we don't. Yeah. Don't need to. Alright, clearing the air. Alright. So, like, there must be some, like, heinous bullshit going around. If that's happening to me, there must be some major misunderstandings happening on the inner circles of my divine collective. And while I remove anyone who doesn't come correct, let me see here. They got to go. So, we send them off with their karma to realize that their inputs were absolutely not worth it. Same karma as the previous. They will come to know that their inputs were absolutely not worth it. So mote it be. So mote it be. I wouldn't say like they're mean kids. I just think that they're very lost. Very lost and sad kids. So they project, this bravado that everything and everyone else is less than. That's all there is to it. Just like kind of a dime a dozen type of energy. Yeah. Mm. Wow. I've never had someone make fun of my forehead so much or even ever in my entire life. It's so crazy. Like, did someone just decide, okay, everybody, this whole crew, this roundup of people, go ahead to Tina's channel over here and everybody make fun of her forehead. And I'm like, so I don't feel insecure about my forehead. I don't know where that came from. It's like, God damn, your eyebrows are insanely like awesome. Or like one is more curved than the other. Like what the heck? Like, what did you just say? It's insane. It's so crazy. Oh, it's crazy. I'm not bothered by it. It's just suspicious. Like somebody came through. They're just trying to bully up. mm. 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 Again, those words don't hurt me. Hmm. I'll take compliments. Yeah, this is the first time that anyone has like commented on my forehead, and I always wear this hairstyle. I don't know. So it doesn't hurt me. I just prefer to kick their energy out. That's all. And I usually channel things that get to people either in the here and now or later. So, I'm just giving them their bit. Yeah. Um no, because look. So it's just a matter of, I don't think I need to prove it to anybody, but I think there's some people that are genuinely curious. So sure. I am just perfectly fine. But, you know, I guess, we just keep removing these energies, you know? I must be doing something hella right to get this kind of feedback. Like, that's insane. So insane. Hmm. You know what that tells me? Honestly, that not only does it show that somebody's like really these energies are so ugly on the inside, but for sure if anybody were to judge their exterior, they are hella ugly. They are like they don't even compare. Like it's insane. I know for a fact. I know for a fact that they're not attractive energies. Uh, okay. One side was darker than the other. Um Thank you, my divine collectives. Uh hmm. Scusami. Wow, it's just one extreme to another. It's insane. It's insane. I don't even there's like no in between. I don't understand like what. Okay, well I'm at least clearing the air of it's like it's not even like if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. These are energies that are purposefully targeting energies. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I like okay, for instance, I have no issue like I don't feel what do you call it? Offended when people use the word cunt. Like if they were trying to use it like in a derogatory fashion to me, I wouldn't it's so foreign to me. I know what they intend, so that's where I extricate the energy or set it straight, but I don't feel any kind of attachment to it. So, when people come at me about about these weird things, it's like my ears are fine. If somebody started making fun of I guess they could make fun of like how big like the bottom hole is, but I already made peace with that. Like, if anything, that's just that. And so, like, to me, those look like little cunt ears. Do you understand? You see right there, little like little cunt ears. So it doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know, man. We just gotta remove this. Shush. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't. I don't know. But it's important because, like, I was told that I was going to be receiving a lot more exposure, and I didn't realize there was going to be, so many. Like, my chats are usually blank. The number count is usually very, very down. And so I can't hold up my progress having to moderate what other people's inputs are. But like the whole point is to kind of clear the air over here. But I can feel other energies. I can really feel other energies. Like these things don't, how do I say it? Like, even though I don't have attachments to I don't have the association to these things, but Yeah, it's true, but I can feel other people's energies, like what their intent is. Like my heart is beating so fast. Like what they want to project is like this really is so much bullying. Like I can feel my blood pressure is so crazy. Um it's weird. So I am going to thank you. I'll make my own jewelry. Um Yeah, so let me go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hair up the same way, so I don't feel like I'm having to reformat myself because that's how I was originally. I know I need to dry my hair before bed, but I have to not let people affect me that much. I have to ensure that I am absolutely comfortable in my initial hairstyle, just to check my subconscious, just to make sure that I'm not trying to. It's not even about people pleasing, about like dumbass pleasing. So I just kind of like put it how kind of was. Holy crap, what the heck was that all about? Ooh, snack attacks! Snack. I haven't learned how to belly dance yet. Okay, so clearing the air. We only go 3 cards. What? Wait a minute. Where'd the Knight of... Where'd this come from? These are admirers. Suitors, I would say. Suitors. Clearing the air. Okay. So I do have more, I don't know. More people, sending love than not. Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, you know what it is? Like no true person, I don't care how old you are, whatever, or what walk of life you've been on, but no person who is like good at the core, really upstanding, whether page or knight or king or whatever, none of them would be doing any of this. But players are like that. Players don't give a fuck unless they're giving a fuck. you know they don't care about anyone but themselves. That's what energy tells on itself. So it's like, why would I or my divine collective want to support that energy? So it's like, even if you're a bystander, like in the environment, and you're witnessing that type of behavior, and you don't supplement it, but you also don't kind of stop it, that says a lot about your character too. And I'm not talking shit on my audience, but it's more like a lot of people who are in these groups, they feel like they're not doing as much harm because they're not the ones enacting this stuff. But it's just as incriminating to let that slide. And I can speak to this because I came from a relationship where I had a circle of friends that did that shit. They looked the other way. And they kept their mouths shut. You know? Very revealing. Well, thanks for the encouragement. For the like, subscribe. promote my live banner, my live ad. Oh, I do have to tell you, you know, no wonder is still feeling it. Even just talking about stuff like that was irrelevant. That's so sweet. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. I finally hit 500 subscribers, or approximate-ish, if not over. Yay! I'm halfway. I'm a little halfway over to meet my 1,000 quota. Oh, I just spit. Did I lose people off of that? That's okay. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. Suspension. Be objective. Yeah, so I'm a little over halfway to monetizing, kind of. Be objective. That's sweet. I don't let the cards dictate my relationships. They're just cards. I do channeling. It's reading energy. So it's not, it's just that question is more like, let's do Mad Libs here. Okay, do you let the napkin dictate your relationships? Do you let the glasses dictate your relationships? I know what you mean there. I know what you're implying there. And it's a no. Strength and 4 of Cups. So, I have depicted, more fluency, feeling more fortified when presented with 4 of Cups. Being placed in a situation in a crowded room, that sometimes is stuffy with very dense energies. And when I'm talking about dense, I'm talking about energetics, like very heavy. When you're talking about like going into like a haunted location and they say that the area is very dense, like dark, dense, type of energy, very suffocating almost. I'm also talking about dense up here. For real. But when you're in an environment that's it's kind of like you know how people like die in crowd rushing, type of energy. That it's unregulated and it's whatever in certain performances. Remember when that was somewhat trending? Not like as a popular thing, but like almost a common thing. So when presented with a whole bunch of energies, the at capacity multiple choice question, there's a process of elimination that occurs. There's just too much on the menu to look at. So you isolate. And so I'm becoming better at that. But it's weird. I have never felt during channeling ever like almost like this suffocating experience. Like I don't know if it's things. I don't feel like it's anxiety, like stage fright. This is more of like, when I think I think a lot of you know what this is. But when you're in a very intense argument about dumb shit. And this usually happens when drugs are involved and you don't really realize the impact of it. And it's a very one-sided thing. The one that's more coherent experiences the full-on backlash of that energy, just so volatile. That's what I feel like. I have been there, and it's been a long time since I've felt like that. And it's just like absorbing the energy of, when speakers are booming, that frequency that makes it budge, that makes it shake. I feel that within me. And I don't even know what to say about that. A lot of raging energies, and I can't even attribute that to like what do you call it when they used to be in prison. I don't even fully associate it with that. Maybe some, but this is what I remember when my should I say it? No, they said no, but yeah, that's confirmation to say no. It's very private, but I'll speak from my personal experience. I wouldn't say that. I mean, there's a part of that where it hurts your feelings. Like, how could somebody be that way to me? I mean, over this topic, over like what is it? And I haven't been around drugs too much, so it was like I didn't understand where all of that was coming from until in hindsight, or like when it got extremely bad and I could see his eyes like red and bulging and glazed, and like a vein popping out of here, and him spitting and like talking like the volume was so loud that I could feel my chest vibrating. It wasn't just like a sensation. I could feel my body trembling. And that was, for some parts, it was like a nervous like feeling of witnessing that. But the other part was the actual vibration of his voice coming at me. And my ears also, it was the same thing. Like, I couldn't hear words anymore. It was so much. So weird. I haven't experienced that in a long, long time. And so, it's just strange. To feel that energetically from these energies. So it tells me that they're definitely on something. Like, I don't know what, but it's not for me to investigate. They're the ones that have to deal with themselves. Their family, if they have any left, have to deal with that. That's not my life. That's theirs. And so that's what they have to ultimately own up to. But that's why I think it's this is a learning, this is a lesson for me in not having to kind of interact so much in here with those frequencies. You just kick them out, if anything. Holy crap. It's gone now. Weird. My here. Okay. Shadowscapes Tarot. It was so intense. I totally forgot about that. Oh my god. All right, so, Two of Pentacles, things are truly in balance. Facing the Star card, look, I'm the brightest bulb in the box. um, but definitely, I'm doing a fantabulous job with managing these energies, and I will say credit to those who are also assisting in keeping things aligned. um, wasn't there another thing that came through here? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh look, the buzz has found me. um, this was from the previous reading. I thought I put all the stuff away, but it's hidden, you know, because of the size or whatever. So that's coming through, and Ten of Cups accentuated, Six of Pentacles in reversal accentuated, and Eight of Cups accentuated. So in talking about my history, they're saying, bravo, you left that shit behind. You noticed Spirit's Cup, you took the ride, and it was a rocky one. It was a turbulent one. But you knew that the relationship was imbalanced, and it was time for you to receive absolute happiness and fulfillment, things that you did not receive at all in the relationship directly from your partner. Other than kids, you know. So this fell in front of this book, so I'm going to open this one up. Definitely a controversial subject, addiction is. What is all of this? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. All right. Goodness gracious. All right. The Girl Tarot. All right. What do I need to know from here that will clear the air for me? Okay, this side, it's the Minor Arcana, and it is the Three of Pentacles. That's fantastic. I love it. So I have better and bigger fish to fry. I have great opportunities, great colleagues. These are the ones that don't have anything to add. They know that they didn't make the cut. They know that they aren't presented with such opportunities because they haven't earned it. So, other than being like straight up, you know, hating towards it, they'll chase at another angle. It was like, yeah, Three of Stones, against, Forrest Gump, you know, throwing rocks. All right. It is easy to be carried away by sudden acquisition of knowledge, which can appear as wisdom when it's not. The appearance of this card in the reading can mean that the reader is being led along what appears to be a wise and meaningful path, while in fact they should be considering it more carefully. On the journey, it represents trust and knowledge for its own sake. Oh wait, is that It's Three of Stones. It's usually Three of Stones is opportunities and stuff. But let's see what it says here. Extravagance, impetuous action, professionalism, creative instincts, thirst for knowledge. Huh. That's weird. Okay, so let me see. Is this keeping me on check? Wisdom, and it's not. So this is about clearing the air. So again, keeping focused, and not every energy here is supposed to be used as a resource. Normally, like the conversations that happen in here, topics that are considered, are usually applied to a resource here. But it's like in some cases, it's saying that it's not really. Oh, the other thing about this is that looking back on my past life, the relationship that I had for so many years, decades, um, I I thought um um commitment was learning how to be observant and um how do I say it, negotiable with your partner, with your life partner. And um when things got even more complex and complicated, I realized I'm not going to be a part of, like, even smoking weed. And that's the only thing I partook in as that was introduced. And so I had more clarity, and I thought I was going to be more of an example. But all it did was just provide more clarity in the need to leave. I didn't realize that when someone tries to satiate you, but also silo you from your own friends and family and talks you down, that there's a real problem that was there before I even got there. And so in that realm of density, it was truly a process of elimination to deconstruct different parts of a person in observation. So it wasn't compartmentalizing per se, but it was looking at an energy as a big puzzle piece and understanding not 100% like where I went wrong, but why things are so. And are they basically craggled together, Or is there flexibility in rearranging a few things for the sake of learning and fun? And, when you have a life partner, you can't, how do I say this? That's like a big realm to answer. So, you know that certain things are non-negotiable. You learn when when there's things are set up for failure and befuddlement, then you just got to move on. And so I thought that in piecing, instead of piecing someone together, seeing how it all falls apart naturally, one by one, organically. It's like, what's falling apart this time? Oh, I see. Okay, what's falling apart this time? Oh, I see. The arguments are coming way more frequently. Instead of once every, or twice every year, it's now once every month and a half. Oh, it's now once every other week. Oh, it's now 4 times a day? And now I have to worry about my car? What, now I have to worry about you messing with like a place that's bugged, my home. I well, now I have to worry about connections through, in the HOA or utilities or some other facet of whatever you have connections with that are trying to fuck with me, So anyway, not everything is meant to provide, absolute wisdom. Yeah. But more so the opportunity for it. Like there's another route. Yeah, on the journey, it represents trust and knowledge for its own sake. Like, I got what I needed here. I don't need to put on, let's take off that thinking cap for a second, because it doesn't take much to like really look at this, and it's really worn worn out right now. Let me just let it set it aside. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's something that I needed to hear. I think there's things that we need to revisit every now and then to remember how to handle the seedlings, the inklings of bullshittery at face value. We don't need to have a conversation about it. I don't need to use them as like each and every person that passes by as a learning tool for my collective. I feel like my collective now has gone through a good grip of intensities, and so yeah, there's that. Okay. Mm. 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 My divine collective, just as I, per our situations, are enlightened about what we've observed. Yeah. This is being like, just like this, in regular observation, being objective, like I'm still part of the situation, but I'm not so involved. I'm not as invested as I used to be. I'm sharpening my focus and engaging in tricks of the trade of observation. So this is a inner child version of hanging down upside down on the monkey bars. And so that's like the skilled version, like the fun, adventurous side. Like I remember my soul. I haven't completely sold out in this um mirage of a commitment. So in reversal, it's like getting back down. It's like, okay, that was cool. I engaged in freestyle acrobatics, and the blood has rushed to the head. And now, before getting super dizzy, I'm gonna stand upright. So there's some kind of like a timetable to this. But anyway, there's that. Mm, for sure. Mm, you're right. I'm not as committed to um the chats. Um, just because a lot of it is there's a lot of bullshitters out there. Hmm. Yeah, just people who need to grow up. You know, shall I say it? Okay. um, for those that so this is in addition to the karma that's dished out to these bullshitters, those that knowingly aren't adding much to the table, um, except their own bullshit and their own baggage. Um, let them be granted a piece of the troubles that I've experienced within anywhere from now to the next 5 years. Assist them with understanding where I'm coming from by giving them a piece of my hardships so that they can learn about how to better invest themselves. Let's grant them that life lesson. So mote it be. So mote it be. Okay, so get a okay, let's see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight say about that. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, well, it's hard not to talk about my previous life. There are a lot of lessons learned when I met the person when I was 20 and now I'm in my mid 40s. So, you know, it's a lot. Hmm. But I'm in a better place and everything served its purpose. Mm. And I'm determined to um, release anyone who doesn't find value in my inputs. And yeah. I'm sorry that anybody has to deal with these incompetent bullshitters, you know? Well, thank you. Okay, so yeah, what does my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight want to say about that? I mean, I think that's fair, you know? Like, how would they know? I can't get too upset at them. Oh, dang, what is that? Okay. What the heck? Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse. They have nothing more to add to that. Let me see. What? Okay, bottom of the deck. The Lover's card in reverse, yeah. They have nothing to add, and they're not going to add to that energy either. Two of Cups in reverse, yeah. They're, neither here nor there. They're not relationship material, and they know it. That's what they're striving to be. That's who they are right now. So it's if you're reading between the line, it's good that I grant them a piece of my life lessons, you know, within a certain time frame, so that you know, they'll grow up sooner rather than later. I mean, it has to happen within the next 5 years, so you know, who wants, like, why would, how do I say it? I wouldn't want anybody to live that life a consecutive 5 years plus, you know, like, that's truly a shame. Like, you're gonna waste, like, throw their life away, basically. So there's that. Okay. All right, so clearing the air. Gifts unlocked for To the Inner Wild, season 1, episode 15. Gifts unlocked, I'm sorry. Clearing the air, unbefuddled with. It's been 57:47 on the clock now. Okay. Anything else? Yes? No. Takeaways time? Takeaways time. All right, so 2 takeaways from my Divine Collective. It's not that cold here. It's not that cold here. I'm wearing a skirt that keeps me warm. I'm in Southern California. I'm indoors. I'm good. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in a better place now too. Definitely. All right. All right, two takeaways from my Divine Collective. First one. Three of Cups in reverse. True? Okay. Internal. External. Energy. Energy, okay. Forthcoming. Forthcoming upright. Or forthcoming opposition. Okay, so you have a reason to celebrate upcoming. What does that mean? In the future, you're gonna have something to celebrate. Okay, that sounds very vague. But this is good stuff, okay? This is not third party energy. Definitely, okay. Okay, so what is this? What is the clarifier to that? Eight of Swords in reverse. Some type of freedom. Free will. Freedom of speech. Freedom As far as space, what kind of freedom? Oppression? Oppression. Neighborhood? Something about an oppressive neighborhood. Whoever you're surrounding yourself, like whoever you're surrounded by. So this is yeah, freeing yourself up from situations that are not it's more than unpleasant. They're also suffocating. They're also constraining, constricting. They impose like a lot of, what is it, bylaws and certain rules that are, I don't know, there's something about that. Okay. Should I get one more card for that? No. Okay. All right. Your second takeaway is that's insane. Okay, here's my Divine Collective second takeaway. Magician. Okay, cool. Practitioners. Okay, is this internal? External. Internal. External. Inner circle. New. New. Specialist. Practitioner. New. New energy. Occultist. Practitioner. Specialist. Occultist. I don't know. It's saying that you're going to meet someone. Or is it truly upright? Or is this masking? I don't know. You're gonna have to determine this on your own. But this is you are going to meet future, present. Yeah. You are going to meet someone new. They are an occultist, which means that they practice, they don't just study. And it's something to be kind of very aware of in your life. They can either be upstanding for sure, or they can mask as it. But you are going to have to pay very close attention, and this will give you, your previous situation will give you a lot of lead, a lot of example to what to pay attention to as cues to this energy. Because when I checked, it was like, yeah, it was good, fine, But when I asked if they were masking, and I was feeling out the card, it became even more apparent. Like, it wasn't to obliterate the fact that you will meet upstanding occultists, but there will also be some, these are tester units, and oftentimes in my experience, they'll tell you the straight up truth. Like, if you walk in the truth, if you live in the truth and abide by it, these levels of demons and devils and the bullshitters, if you're talking about just 3D casual talk business world bullshitters, they can't really lie to you, especially if they're, really, really dark practitioners, occultists. It's like, if you ask them a question, they cannot lie to you. Meaning, they will tell you, when you're very like direct about the Q&A, um, they will tell you everything you need to know, straight up. But then you have to remember those things, because those things that are so engaged in whatever their intent is to do, they forgot they told you the you know the lesson plan. They forgot they told you how to detect this and that. When I told you that person that I was, that friend that I was with for 20 years, um they and they gave me like so much food, like at least 4 large tote bags of food every time I would see them. That was like a not only was some of it cursed, especially if it was pre-done, like left in an ice box, but also the like there's got to be an exchange out of that. That wasn't like someone, like a mentor being good out of the kindness of their heart or whatever. um how do I say this? So that was permission to take more from you, because they gave so much. Even if all of that was funded through a secret association or whatever it is. So they forgot that they told me that certain like demonic type of practitioners will diet. They will not eat, to keep things, their body, their focus clear. They will not have an appetite, nor will they eat very much. And I I didn't really 100% forget about it, but I overlooked it. Like, okay, maybe she's just not hungry or whatever. And um during those times that we would meet up, so in essence, she was like fattening the pig, basically, um subduing the energy, not so much with drugs, but with other entertainment vices, I would say. And so that's something that you need to be aware of, in being charmed by certain energies. That give me a second. Hmm. That's okay. If you don't understand, then you don't understand. Maybe I'll pick it up later. But I don't really have much to say about that. Um, you're trying hard to understand. Oh, I'm not gonna take offense to it. Um, but this is, what who you're going to meet in the future. There's going to be upstanding ones, and there's ones that are not. I mean, I don't expect you to understand straight off the bat, especially if you're new to my channel. You're just going to have to backtrack a few or use your intuition for, I don't know, for, to lead the way. But yeah. So it's I know a lot of people will understand where I'm coming from on this. And I hope you do in time as well. um but yeah, so these energies that mask as upstanding practitioners that are well known in their societies and etc. um they they can do those things. So anyway, just be alert. All right. And then your clarifier to that is, that was true, yeah. King of Wands. Personal, internal, external, internal. external energy, internal, upstanding, masking, dominantly. It's not masking, and this is an external energy. This is a networker. Oh, no worries. I'm not offended. I looked back on the record of your chats and yeah, so I'm not offended at all. Thank you for double checking. But yeah, so these are networkers, King of Wands. They know what they're doing. For the most part, they are upright. And again, I would gauge you are going to, or you're amidst leaving certain realm that was very that didn't serve you well. And there were key components, key determinants of that, which should carry over in helping you refine your skill set in identifying, profiling certain energies. So that's what this is right here. Because the masks are becoming more difficult to detect, but these are all learning. Like, I'm a very patient person, so I end up giving more time than most would have the threshold for. Yeah. So that's for my divine collective. Thank you. Thank you for asking to moderate. I appreciate that. I just have checkpoints on who I elect in my field. So hopefully you don't take that as personal offense, but I've got to get to know you first. But thank you. Thank you for the offer. I'll keep eyes on you. Let me see here. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Yeah. I should have like the firm moderator. Hopefully I get to see you again and learn a little bit about you. Okay, so this for my divine collective. Okay. So 2 for my new and improved partner in peace and quiet. Yes? No. Yes? Yes. Okay. Start with this. Start with the other. He said go backwards. Go opposite. Okay. Yeah, he did. Okay. Okay, first takeaway for you is... All right, he wants to surprise me. Queen of Pentacles, extroverted in reversal. Is this internal? External. Internal. Upstanding, ill will. Upstanding, ill will. Objective, detached, compartmentalizing. Compartmentalizing. Okay. So for my partner in peace and quiet, my new improved Partner in peace and quiet. This is an internal energy. Is it inner circle? Okay. In your inner circle, you have a Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles in reversal, extroverted. They are both upstanding in its but also in its reversal. This energy in your circle is very compartmentalized, like very detached type of energy. So they can be in like a a reliable seemingly reliable, like good mother, like exhibiting motherly qualities, um but also like rules setter, like a rule setter, like um a little rigid. They come off a little rigid, okay, because of their detachment. The other side to it is more so. This is the most dominant energy in this energy, and therefore they can mask well. Like you can forgive a little bit, but when you truly look at their core, they're actually gold diggers, like on supreme. They are absolute gold diggers. If you had to guess, like if you're living your life upright and and you gave a lot to this relationship, whoever this energy is of yours, it's definitely within your inner circle and it's not you. um um this was the energy that trapped you, either with kids, with a pregnancy, or their ways in like kind of seducing you, like mothering you a little bit, like I said, there were certain things that were easy to forgive, mm, at least on the initial side. But when you stand your ground and you don't give them like the complete say, like you change up the patternings a bit, not saying that you don't stand up to this energy, but there's something that they have on lock. Like there's a certain patterning they figured out with you that hides the gold digging energy. Perhaps you are already successful on your own, and so you don't realize that there's the heart of gold digging energy there, because the funds have been coming so easily, or because like there's something about that, whether that's reputation wise or funds. This true, false. No, it's true. Okay, so that's your first takeaway clarified by Knight of Swords. Something's moving quickly. I think there's a realization. Oh, you're cutting them off quickly. You see there's limbs. Like there's something like this is like a formal joust. Like this is almost medieval times where um it's done. Like the cutoff is real. Um that's crazy. Mm. Mm. It's funny. And it's like I think someone said she's a 10 but she plays with cards. um like what kind of feedback is that? Like how I don't think people are really paying attention to what they like say, because guys are not made fun of if they play poker. It doesn't, or pai gow or whatever it is, some variation of that. Poker in home, or out to Vegas or some casino. Like they're glamorized for it. So it's like I don't know. For me, the energy is like, he's a 5, but his comments are a 0. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. All right. So, clarified anything else? No. Okay. So, my partner in peace and quiet, second takeaway. um, holy smokes. Backhanded compliments. Yeah, for sure. I was like, I don't think they realize how good I am at reading energy. I just happen to be holding cards. Oh, that's okay. If you have, if your primary language is something other than English, I would expect you not to understand fully what I'm saying. So I think a lot of the media compilations that I have are very indicative, that would help fill in the gaps as well as your own life experiences. Definitely. Uh, definitely about that. Um, okay. Anyway, death. Okay. Holy smokes. Okay. Is this an external? Yeah. Is it an person? Energy. Action. So my partner in peace and quiet is a moderator on, you know, in their own rights. Again, this is assassin energy. So they actually know how to monitor these energies here, and quite talented, quite gifted. So I know a lot of gifted energies that I've come across that are that know how to work the dark arts, and over time they've become more fond to my energy, so fond that they're willing to put this lower grade energy to shame. And what I mean by that are, there's certain instances, like certain mistakes and mishaps that occur in one's own personal life. A lot of a lot of mishaps that will happen that are just like inexplicable, and they'll do them as like kind of like favors to me, like almost like big brother, bigger sibling energy to me, because like they don't really know how to give back to me other than to kind of protect me in that manner. And I don't know what to say about that, but if if in some way it assists with the learning process and the betterment of all lives involved, I would say that's credible. For sure. All right, so clarifying the death card for my partner in peace and quiet, my new and approved version. Let's see here. Sun card. Yeah, he sees everything. This is not just like an assassin. This is a phoenix assassin type of energy. They're perched. They've already emerged. They are perched. They are resting. They are watching. Yeah, for sure. Mm. Wow. 3:45 on the clock. Woo! Okay. So, one more thing. Okay, I want to get a special message from my partner in peace and quiet. Empress in reverse. Oh, that's so sweet. It's like, hold aside, my dear. Let me take care of this bullshit. Remain as objective as possible, because I might torture these energies. It's like no hard feelings. Be objective, be detached, because I will do as I must with these energies. That's crazy. You crazy. All right. I forgot to look at the bottom and the tops. Okay. Destiny on the bottom. This goes for my divine collective, my my partner in peace and quiet, my new improved version, and myself, because we're doing the selections off of this as well. The top of the deck, no secrets to our sauce, King of Cups. This is the massive healer type of energy. This is someone very intuitive, but also will enact upon what they are receptive to. This is, I would say, a good listener, a good partner, actually. Yeah. Definitely. For most females, I would say, if you were to pick any suit, most females would benefit off of the King of Cups energy. I wouldn't just say females, I would say divine feminine energy, okay? Because there's a lot of preferences out there. Okay, so I was going to get my... Okay, do I start with this? No, I start with this one for me. But here, Temperance in reverse, and then the top of the deck, the Tower card in reverse. So there's a huge influx, a huge inflow of follow through here. Whether this be personally inclined or straight from the divine, like a force to be reckoned with energy. And you will only know by your own free will, willpower, and energetics. Okay? All right, so my first takeaway is... my first takeaway is Nine of Cups. I'm happy. I'm a happy person. Generally, I'm a happy person. I'm satisfied with my life. I don't need, like I said, if there are subscribers that just want to talk mad shit, I don't need them. I don't need them. I just like, I don't give permission to access my energy for that purpose. I'm not someone's play toy. I'm not, someone's thing. And so I could care less about those energies. They don't care for themselves, obviously. So, my clarifier for that is, like, I already have a lot of really great big fish followers. Yeah, like golden ones. And then also some incognito camouflaged ones right back there. This is a huge school of fish. This is a league. So, yeah, really clarifying. Ten of Cups. Yeah, everybody's happy. Like, it's hard for me to call these energies like followers, but they're more like, they see me as the lead. That's what I will have to say. And all of us are happy together, like the turtles. So happy together. Um, we're good with each other. So we don't need the extra. We don't need the extra. Okay. All right. So my second takeaway is, and again, this is expressed as a dual activity, and noticing the energy of Four of Cups, the multiple choice question, and then one in each hand. So it's kind of like the expression of Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, having to do away with stuff, making decisions mutually, like we're in alignment. We both understand how we got to the Ten of Cups. How we're aligned, not just singularly, but also collectively. Pluralized version. Not many can really get to that point, especially on a dual, if not expansive version. So we have to consider ourselves blessed and learned. Yeah. And like when I talked about when I referenced to uneducated, I realized that there are people who have not had the privilege of well, I don't even want to say it like 100% privilege, because you learn certain things. There is a certain value set in other educational settings. But I would have to say is that when I reference as uneducated, I am more so saying ignorant energy. So yeah, that was from the last reading that I had to clarify. Okay, so anyway, the second takeaway is Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, these are the energies that cannot follow through. Kind of pillow talk energy. They either love bomb and then, what is it, until the games don't work anymore and they grow bored of me or anyone else in my collective. That's the kind of energy. It's not 100% like a player energy. This is more of like they can't keep to their words. It's all just like nostalgia and feels and just kind of like romancing. Like I don't know why I heard the name Gustavo. I don't know why that came through. That was weird. Okay. But clarifying that universe. Okay, this is the end card. Okay, so this is closure. This is ending cycles of this kind of bullshit. Like, I know the variations of those energies that can't follow through, and those that don't realize that they also can't follow through. They can't follow through with their commitments. Yeah, they're not good for their word. Interesting. Okay. So clearing the air. It's more like, also, like, save it. I don't need, um, yeah, I don't need all of that. Okay. Um, yeah, it's weird. Okay. Anything else from that? No. Okay, my third takeaway. Page of Cups in reverse. There's, self-love, self-appreciation, self-accolades. What is it? Yeah, this is self-love. And self-care. Yeah, self-maintenance. So clearing the air, unbefuddled with. Yeah. Um, so I'm no longer confused about the variations of energies that want to get you in your feelings and play with your feelings, and because they can't manage their own, or haven't worked on their own. I think that's more so it. I feel like there is a huge weight of those energies here. Um, like not everyone is supposed to, like yeah. So just like move on. I don't go to the shops. I don't um yeah, you're a medium. Mm. Hmm. What was your impression of tomorrow? Is that Are you just warning everyone or all intuitives and hmm. Um okay, so my second takeaway, I mean, don't go to shops and just you. Interesting. What do you foresee? I'm curious. We all have different ways of expressing our gifts. So I'm just I give you a smidgen of permission. A smidgen about the shops only. For tomorrow only. Okay. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. Oh, wait, no. That's my whoopsie. Did I go in reversal? No, that's my second. Wait, no. Okay, so that's my first takeaway. Yeah? Holy crud. No. Knight of Cups was the second one. First one was. Holy crud. Wait a second. Okay, so first takeaway was the 9 and the 10. I'm good. My second takeaway was this one. Yeah, it was the second takeaway. hmm And then my third takeaway was self love. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so clarifying the Page of Cups in reversal for my third takeaway self love. Judgment, extroverted. Oh, you know what? Self love, like pay attention to like, self love, self care, etc. Like mind my own business, which is like self maintenance basically. And even if it's starting something new that expresses, that I believe in you, Tina. I believe in, the expression of your multifaceted self that you want to go ahead and discover. It projects like judgment to come through. Certain what do you call it? Certain what do you call it? The manifestations of karma to come through. It's like dialing it in automatically. Oh, oh God. Asteroid. I King of Pentacles. Um. Okay. You know what? I think you're right about tomorrow. Um, I think you're right about tomorrow. Someone messing with my car, like if I'm out for a while, like consumed at a shop where everyone else is kind of consumed at shops. Um, but I think something metaphorical, for the 16th of January is what you're saying. But it's kind of like um good, in its sense. What do you mean? Just kidding. What? Nissan Pulsar? Yeah. Um, I think that the second one is um, yeah, I think. But anyway, all right. Closing the permissions, ensuring that. Okay. That's all. Okay. Mm. But honestly, I do have a really great amount of energetics watching out for me. So moving forward, there should be no fear. Mm-hmm. 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 There should be no fear. Um. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. Well, thanks. Let me take a look at this, baby. Mm. All right. I think that's it. So I have 3 takeaways here. Um, self-care, it's a good thing. What else do they want me to know? Clearing the air. Is there anything else that I must know right now? Right now. Um, mm-hmm. 4 of Wands in reverse. Chariot in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Ace of Wands. Seven of Swords in reverse. Here. I'll use this. Mm. Mm. That was one. This is two. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I think, hold on, one more thing here. Mm. So, my channeler over here, medium, I think you're right about tomorrow. I even asked Hecate on the last end of it. She says, you're free to go, Tina. You're free to go to do as you please. And you do indeed have certain watchers and protectors out there for you. But there are like lower grade player type of energy, you know, the kind that want to, that feel the need to prove it to, let's say, engagement in a large, like an association, like prestigious, like I need a title, I need to feel important kind of energy, I need to feel acknowledged and by credible energies. Those are the ones that would have the intent to I wouldn't say like do me immediate, like how do I say it, direct harm, but there's uh um and like with my parked car, um there they would try to what do you call it, um fuck with it basically. Like peer like either slash my tires or like pierce a hole in them, like let some air out of it, something about that there. Um yeah, I did see that, and it's kind of like to, they would move quickly out of the situation. um like it's a fast thing, and then they would leave. um and they wouldn't get very far. I feel like, you know, in the haste they would, you know, encounter some kind of like car accident or a ticket or some kind of delay. But it wouldn't be as clean of a delivery as they would think. Um, but nonetheless, it would be something that I would have to deal with. Um, and so, um, Hecate's advice also is, you know, to stay at home. Mm-hmm. That's weird. Matthew, I want to see anybody slash. mm. Um, like I said, I only do paid readings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, any last, any remaining things from Hecate? What do you want to say, Hecate? Ace of Cups in reversal and the Empress. No, she's just celebrating me. Okay, good, good. And all that is to come. All right. Anything you want to say to this medium here that assisted in relaying um you know, caution? um 8 of Swords in reversal, extroverted. Something about freeing. What is that all about? Six of Cups. Freeing her? Freeing me. Oh. I think there's accolades provided here in assisting with freeing me from fruitless contact situations. There's an acknowledgement of basically a good job. Good job. Specifically with that. Freeing me from like unnecessary shit. Yeah. Queen of Swords. The truth teller, for sure. That was crazy. Huh. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Okay. I think that's it for now, yeah? No. Let's see. Could be a yes. Do you have anything more to say, Akate? Yes, she does. Okay. To this medium or to me? To you. She has something more to say to you. I don't know what, but okay. First off, this fell like on my dream card things. 4 of Pentacles, extroverted. And oh gosh. 6 of Swords, navigation. So because it fell on this deck over here, but also like my self-care stuff, it fell on my dream cards. So I'm gonna have to pull one for you from Hecate. You feel free to take or don't take, but this is kind of like a thank you, like a reciprocation thank you to Hecate, from Hecate anyway. All right, so in from here. This one. Yeah. Just upright, right? And whole. Yeah. 62. These are different kinds of unidentified energies here. They're masks. Feminine masks, but they look happy. I just don't. There's mail, there's letters, there's navigation, there's children. I don't know. But let me go ahead and read it for you, okay? Or just give you the card to that so that you know what that could mean for you. 62. The anima. Okay. Soulmate, strong, inspiring, otherworldly. With let me go ahead and just okay, it says your task is right. With her eyes she sees through the world beyond. Your task is to take what most excites you and seek arenas where it can become actual in everyday life. Your task is to open up support and understanding from those who can give it most. Your task is to find that in you which misuses relationship and give it a more meaningful arena for expression. And your task is to find places of newness and there actualize your potential. Yeah, I'll do it like in a reversal so you can see what it looks like. Give me a second. So you can not see it backwards. So that's one right there. And then this, okay. And that, okay. For your screenshotting pleasures. Okay, there's that. Okay. So that's for you. Okay. Since you didn't particularly ask for a reading, that's just a message for you. So I'm not going to interpret much out of that. That's for you, really, directly. From Hecate. This feels weird too. Okay. Okay. Anything else that I need to know from here? Is that it, Hecate? Yeah, she says that's it. Okay, I can pull one more for closure from her. Just for me. Yeah, okay. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. She's also saying job well done. Yeah. Mastery in the workings. Yeah. So that's good. All right. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, from those that call upon, cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and then to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, and no attachment except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. All right. Okay, give me a second. Move it. Okay. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with the appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in these readings. Now.